Hey BFFs, it's Susie. We're going to do our Tabata workout today. I'm going to demonstrate the exercises before each round, and then we'll go ahead and go through the round. Make sure that you have your Tabata timer queued up and that you have your weights ready. Today I'm using 10s and 5s just to make it easy. Remember, you don't have to go super heavy with these because this is partly cardio and partly training with the weights on a little lighter side. So first we're going to do Curtsy Lunge with the band. You want the band right above your knees, and you want your weights ready so that you can put them in your hands. And remember, use your hands as hooks. Don't hold your weights too tight. Obviously, you're going to go back and forth. With this one, we're going to alternate sides, right to left, holding the weights right at your hips. Remember to keep them back by your hips and not let them go forward. And then you are going to switch between exercises in that 10 seconds that you have to your lighter weights for your side raises. Remember, into neutral, pinkies up, lower and lift the weights just to shoulder height. Remember, you're going to exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. All right, so here we go. Remember, you're going to do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest in between. You're going to do 4 rounds of each exercise.
3, 2, 1.
Grab my heavier weights for this. So remember, alternating sides. Inhale down, exhale when you come up.
Three, two, one.
Switch your weights out. Get into neutral. Breathe.
3,
Remember, exhale as you lift.
1.
Leave your band on because it won't hurt anything as you do your raises. Makes it more convenient so you don't have to take the time to take it off and on in between. That 10 seconds goes fast.
3, 2, 1.
Swap it out. Remember to keep breathing. Get yourself into neutral. Weights back by your
3,
hips.
2, 1.
Back and forth. Watch your range of motion. Only lower down as far as it's comfortable for you. Watch your knee. Try to keep it tracking over your ankle as much as possible, perpendicular to the floor.
3, 2, 1.
Remember, we're not having too long of a break in between, so if you get thirsty, you can grab a quick drink of water. Otherwise, you'll get one in between our rounds. Remember, those pinkies are up. Try not to grip your weights too tightly. Remember to breathe. Exhale, inhale, exhale, exhale.
3, 2, 1.
I'm going to start on the other side this time as we go.
2, 1.
So if you can, remember, swap sides. That leading leg doesn't make a huge difference, but it's just good practice. Remember, exhale as you come up out of that lunge. Band is creeping up. Yours is too. Make sure you fix it. Back into neutral. Breathe as you lift. Pinkies up. If your weights start to get a little heavy and those elbows start to get a little fatigued, or your shoulders, remember you can bend the elbows just a little bit. Brings those weights in a little closer. One more round, guys.
3, 2, 1.
And remember, inhale down, exhale as you come out of it. Inhale down. Make sure you're pressing in that front heel to raise up out of your lunge. Stepping lightly. Keeping the weights back.
2, 1.
Almost finished. Hang in there. Back into neutral. Take a breath.
2, 1.
Move it out as you lift. Belly button tucked into your spine. Squeeze your glutes a bit if you need that to protect your lower back. Lift, keep your shoulders out of your ears.
3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Good job. Round 2 coming up. Hey guys, we're ready for second round, and that's going to be a squat to a crossbody knee lift. So you're going to squat, lift, and just go back and forth between your two sides. Then you're going to go into thrusters. You're going to grab your weights. Remember, we'll hold them perpendicular to our shoulders, right out in front. Come down into your squat, lift them up all the way overhead. Come back down, squat, lift them all the way back up overhead. All right. Get your timers ready.
3, 2, 1.
You go into that squat, cross your body. Squat, cross your body. I'm going to turn sideways so that you can see me. Booty back and down first so that you can keep those knees tracking with your ankles. Down, cross.
3,
Down,
2,
cross.
1.
Grab your weights. Again, I'm using the 10s. Do a couple forward.
3, 2,
Belly button
1.
squeezed in. Squat, lift. Squat, lift. Good. From the side, inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale.
3, 2, 1.
Back into position.
3,
Lots of squats here.
2,
Belly button
1.
squeezed in. Down, cross, down, cross. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. In. Keep going.
3, 2, 1.
Good job. Keep it up. Grab your weights. Big breath in and out.
3, 2, 1.
Reach for the ceiling. Reach. Reach. Hopefully, you can't hear my knees creaking. If yours are creaking too, don't worry too much about it. But if they're hurting,
3,
just shorten your range of motion.
1.
Halfway there, guys.
3, 2, 1.
This is one of your harder rounds. So just hang in there. Get a little bit of a break next. Work some core. Down, breathe.
3, 2, 1.
Grab those weights. If you get to the point where it's a little too
3,
hard,
2,
slow
1.
down. You don't have to go at the same pace I am. You can lower your weights, meaning pick up a lighter set of weights, or just drop your weights altogether.
3, 2, 1.
One more round, guys.
3, 2, 1.
Of each exercise, that is. All right. Here we go. Last set of thrusters.
2, 1.
Keep it going. Like I said, drop your weights if it gets too hard. It's not a problem. Last couple.
3, 2, 1.
Nice job. Round 3 is up, on the floor. All right, guys, next 2 rounds are on the floor, round 3 and 4, and then we have a finisher, so stick around. You don't need any equipment. You're just going to be right on the floor. We're going to do our plank, bent elbow plank with a knee tap, and then we're going to flip over and do 100s. So just to remind you, bent elbow into your plank, shoulders are right over your elbows, tracking right over them, toes are curled under. You're going to stay in this position with your belly button pressed to your spine, lower a knee, bring it back up, and lower. So what I don't want to see is running like this. I want you to keep your hips down, but I want you to lower a knee, then straighten that leg, lower the other knee, and straighten the leg. It's a little bit more difficult that way, which is what we're looking for. Next is going to be your 100s. Pilates pose, your thumbs are going to be in the notches behind your ears with your head, neck, and shoulders lifted slightly. Legs are going to be somewhere between 12 inches off the floor to like a not quite 90 degrees, whichever one is best for you. Then you're going to, raise your hands out straight. Once you're in that position, you're going to hold it and just pump those arms. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Make sure you're looking up at the ceiling so that your neck is not scrunched. All right, are you ready? Let's go. Into your plank. Get ready for round 3.
3, 2, 1.
Remember to hold that plank nice and steady, belly button into your spine. Shoulders might start to get a little tired. Just breathe through it. Flip over onto your back. Get into your Pilates pose so that you get into that position. And straighten your arms and pump. The higher your feet are, the easier it is. Lower those down, you're going to feel it in your lower abs. Breathe through it. Make sure that your head is in neutral, looking up at the ceiling.
3, 2, 1.
Great. Flip over. Take your time, organize yourself. Your elbows are right under your shoulders, toes are curled under, belly button squeezed in. Bend each knee carefully and slowly. Straighten the leg all the way out before you bend the other one. Keep the hips down. Keep them level. Breathe through it.
3, 2, 1.
Flip over. Pilates pose.
3,
Arms out.
1.
And pump. Breathe. Look at the ceiling. A few more seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Over. Halfway there. Hang in there. Back to your plank. I said this is only for 20 seconds, guys. Hang in there. Bend and straighten all the way. If this gets too difficult, just hold it in a plank.
3, 2, 1.
Over. Pilates pose.
3,
Straighten your arms
2, 1.
and pump. Adjust your head. Pretend your head's just floating. I know that's kind of imaginary, but just pretend. Keep breathing. Keep pumping.
3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Flip it around. Back into your plank.
3,
Doing great. Hang in there.
1.
If it's too hard, just hold it here in your plank for 20 seconds. It's totally fine. Otherwise, bend and straighten. Keep those hips low. Good.
3,
Hang in there.
2, 1.
Nice Nice job. Back into Pilates. Thumbs behind your ears. Lightly holding your head. Look up at the ceiling. Straighten your arms and pump. Release those shoulders so they're not up around your ears. I could feel mine getting tense.
3, 2,
Hang in there.
1.
Nice job. Stay on the floor, take a sip of water, and we'll be back for round 4. All right, guys, we're ready for round 4, and then again, we have a finisher at the end if you'd like to join for that. And we're going to be doing hip dips back into your plank position, and then we're going to do a lying cross-body crunch. So your hip dips are going to look like this. Down into your bent elbow plank again. Hips are down. Remember, you're going to just dip the hip. You don't have to touch the mat. You're just going to go back and forth. Trying not to come up too much in between, but it is going to be an arc type of movement with your hips. Keeping the belly button squeezed into the spine to protect your back. Your feet might have to walk a little bit in between. Cross-body crunch. Most of you know, bent elbow on one side, right behind your head, bent knee on this side, straight arm, straight leg. You're going to bring the bent elbow to that straight leg. And just come up into a crunch, cross-body crunch. Then you'll do the other side. So you always have the bent elbow, bent knee on the same side, straight arm, straight leg. The elbow's coming to the knee. Make sure you're lifting that shoulder so that your obliques are working and not just a little crunch. All right, are you ready? Let's get those timers going. So again, down into your bent elbow plank, toes tucked underneath.
3, 2, 1.
Elbows right under your shoulder. You're going to tip side to side. Dip the hip down. Your feet might have to walk a little bit. Back and forth. Just want to hold that steady. Squeeze and everything in to keep it stable as you tip back and forth. Onto your back. Of course, you're just going to do one side or the other. I'm going to bend my left
3,
first.
2, 1.
The next round, we'll do the other side. Lifting the shoulder, coming towards that leg. Your foot's going to float. It's not going to tap the floor. Shoulder's going to come up, bringing that elbow
3,
towards that
2,
knee.
1.
Back into your plank. Guys getting tired yet?
3,
Really
2,
am.
1.
Dip those hips. Stay in that good plank form as much as possible. The twist is happening from under your arms, the rest of the way down. Make sure you don't start to lean forward. Keep those elbows under those shoulders.
2, 1.
Flip back over. Bent elbow, bent knee.
3, 2,
Straight arm, straight leg. Bringing that shoulder up off the mat. Crossing that body. Breathe as you squeeze. Inhale as you lengthen.
3, 2, 1.
Back into your plank.
3, 2, 1.
Remember, you don't want your booty up in the air. You don't want it slouching down. Nice plank form. Walk those feet. Keep yourself stabilized. Breathe. Don't hold your breath.
3, 2, 1.
And we'll flip to the other side.
3, 2, 1.
And if you forget to flip, it's okay. You'll just be a little lopsided. Just joking. Just flip the next time to try to even it out.
3, 2, 1.
To the other position.
3,
Elbows under your shoulders.
1.
Boy, that 10 seconds goes fast. Dip. can even try to think about starting your dip on the opposite side if you can remember. But sometimes it's hard to remember all that. Doesn't make a huge difference. Just makes your brain work a little more.
2, 1.
Makes you think about your body a little more. All right. Get into
3,
position.
2, 1.
Squeezing. Lifting that shoulder as much as possible. Just lightly hold that head at the back with your fingertips. Don't jerk your neck up.
3,
Just lightly
2, 1.
hold on to it. Nice job. High five. All right. Thanks for hanging around for the finisher, guys. This is going to be a progressive finisher, which means you're going to do 1 rep of each of 3 exercises that I'm getting ready to show you. And then you'll do those 1 time per side. Then you'll do them 2 times per side. Then you'll do them 3. And we're going to put a timer on that's going to time us for 2 minutes. And you're going to see how many sets you can get in for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. If you need to go more slowly, it's totally fine. There's not a requirement as to how many sets you get in. You just try to stay on top of it and go at the pace that's good for you for 2 minutes, and then you're done. So we're going to bring that up. I'm going to show you the exercises. You're going to do a banded side squat. You can put your band on and leave it on for all of these exercises because it won't, you'll either use it or it won't matter. So you're going to do a banded side squat, which is in your squatted position. You're going to start from one side or the other and just go back and forth. But we're going to start with 1. But you'll take this whole expanse when you get up to your higher numbers. Then you're going to do a push-up. You can do a full push-up on your toes, or you can do one on your knees. And remember, what we shoot for is that your chest hits the crease of your arm. And you're going to stand back up, and we're going to do a 3-point toe tap. Get into that squatted position, tap to the side, 45 degrees, straight back, other side. You have to do the reps on both sides for those to count. So again, we're probably only going to get 3 or 4 sets in of these. So again, banded side squat, you're going to do 1, but you'll take up the whole space, so make sure you've got some space once you get to those higher numbers. Okay? Ready? We're going to set our stopwatch to go. Start from one side or the other. 1, 1. Drop down and do your push-up. Stand back up gracefully into your squat, side, 45, all the way back. Side, 45, and all the way back. Stay in that squat. Banded side squat, 2, and 2. Go down to your push-up. 1, 2. Stand up gracefully into that squat. Out to the side, to the back. Out to the side, 45, and back. Side, 45, back. Side, 45, back. Again, reset your squat. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You have a minute left, guys. Down into your push-up. 1, 2, 3. Walk it back up. Get into your squat. 1, 1. This gets tough. This is 2. Remember, you have to do both sides. Good. 3. Good. Actually, we're sticking an extra half one in there. Get into your squat. 4. 1, 3, 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Push up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop up. And we're done. Good job.